What's going on, everybody? It's Coach Gary. Hope you guys are doing fine today. In a few minutes here, we will have Duke versus North Carolina, round 3. Fight. And it will be going down in Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, let's make sure we got everything straight here and look at this matchup predictor. Go ahead and look at it right now. All right, for the second time in about 2 weeks, the matchup predictor is definitely giving it to the opposite team. As far as Carolina is concerned, giving Carolina only 14% chance to win. I think it was more the second time we played them. So 85.7% chance for Duke to win. 14.3. I'm sure the matchup predictor, as you can see, the season leader match predictor is not considering Cooper Flagg. I would say 90. Would you guys say 98% chance will not play today? Because he injured that ankle pretty darn bad, and Duke is automatically in. Duke is automatically in the NCAA tournament. And not only are they number one, Duke's number one in the conference, I'm pretty sure they're number one in the nation. But as you can see right there, Cooper Flagg leading the team in every statistical category. Points 18.9%, rebounding 7.5, and also assists. That is, assists per game 4.1. But Duke does not hang their hats solely on Cooper Flagg. He is a major part of it. Their team, just like every other team, has a main guy that they rely on. We all know that North Carolina does a lot of hanging their hats, if you will, on R.J. Davis. However, I think we have developed this year. We still go to him for the main part, but I think we've developed this year. Hopefully we'll play that way today, where Duke has to guard everybody on the court. All right, everybody on the court for North Carolina. North Carolina going to have to do the same thing. However, we know this team. We know this team. We're going to turn the ball over. We're going to have some lapses in defense, but maybe we'll have fewer. We got to have fewer this game, put it that way. Yeah, as Coach said, we're going to have to be great on defense. Hopefully my microphone is cool and not too loud. Great on defense. Hopefully my microphone is cool and not too loud. I think it's good. All right, guys. For Duke, I'm pretty sure it's just next guy up. They're gonna step up and play this game. This is gonna be a very tough game for North Carolina. Hopefully, it's just as tough for Duke without Cooper Flagg. But that Knipple kid, Knipple and gosh, I can never remember the other guard's name that can ball out. And thank goodness Duke, the one guard went and is playing for the 76ers now, because that kid can play. I think he's playing for the 76ers. A lot of one and dones for Duke all the time. All right, Carolina's going to have to come out and play their best game. What's up, Michael Smitty? My bad. Don't think I spoke to you. Thank you for being here. First person in the chat. Let's make sure we got everything straight here before they toss this ball up. Yeah, I think we do, and we already have one like. That's Michael Smitty. Thank you, sir, for hitting that like button. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. No time to waste. Let's get this thing started. Round 3. Fight. All right, here we go. Carolina with the ball first. RJ Davis comes off of screen, shooting, misses that first three. Didn't really get squared up. Carolina will take the ball out under their own basket. They get it in, try to get it in the Lubin, and a near turnover. It's going back to Carolina. They've got 17 seconds to get something on the board. As we try to get the scoreboard to show up here on the screen. It'll pop up here momentarily. All right, Carolina, 10 seconds on the clock. This is Elliot Cadeau. Elliot Cadeau at the elbow. Little shake and bake. He shoots it. It's no good. And it's gonna be a foul, I think. Probably a foul on Lubin. Gosh, what is going on here? Let's go, baby. There it is. All right, here we go. 4 people in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. Jeff, what's going on? Jeff in the house. Got some more NC family. Kneppel swings that. They swing it up top. This is James being guarded by Wither. Malawatch with a 3-point shot. Don't know if that's indicative of what type of game Coach Shire wants him to play, but he shot it anyway. All right, Carolina slows it down. Elliot Cadeau, no pass yet. Goes off the left side. Bounce passes that to Lubin. Lubin gives it back to him. Cadeau back to Lubin for the slam dunk. Carolina with their first lead. It might be the only lead, so we're going to cheer. Yes, sir. We're gonna hype up a little bit, guys. Carolina in the lead, 2-0. That's what we're talking about. All right, Proctor drives. His jumper is good. Tied up. Elliot Cadeau slows things down. Goes off the screen at the top. No pass yet. Finally gets it to Powell. Powell kicks that to R.J. Davis. R.J. Davis is being guarded by Proctor. It's a man-to-man. It's that type, as though if Carolina, a lost ball, but Elliott picks it up. Withers, long three. Can't hit it. Tipped out. Carolina ball. Long three. No good. Ball's being tipped around. I think that goes out on North Carolina that time. Right now they're fighting, but they're not hitting any shots. I think that last shot by R.J. Davis was a little bit out of range. Withers also. 17:28 on the clock. Kneppel finds Proctor. Proctor at the free throw line. Shoots. He misses it. Withers brings it down. Withers, you need to pass the ball. This is why I said pass the ball, Withers. That's not your game. All right, Withers got the rebound, tried to go coast to coast. It was tied up. Say turnover going to Duke. And I don't know, maybe he was trying to draw a foul, but it didn't work. All right, Kneppel with the ball up top. Looking for Proctor, finds Proctor, being guarded by R.J. Davis. Malawak up top with the ball. Goes to Kneppel. Kneppel tries to go baseline. Powell cuts it off. Evans with the three. He misses it. Rebound. But he's called. A foul was called. Looks like Elliot Cadeau might have undercut him just a bit. I agree with that. Came down on his foot. They're going to call it every time. Yeah, you got to get out of the way, buddy. Yeah. Not a bad defensive. Not bad defense right there, Elliott. You just gotta, once they go up, you gotta back up. Are you going to fix? Are you going to? Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, something. I don't know what the heck is wrong with the with my app here. The last few weeks, I have to click buttons to make it work. So there it is, right there. Thank you, sir. How do we play next? If we win, if we lose, are we in? I don't think we're in March. Listen, this is what I've said, Jeff. I've said this all yesterday, and I believe it. But I'm not. I'm not the guys. I'm not on the selection committee. But I think if we play really good against Duke, since they're number one. Oh, nice alley-oop by Cadeau to Lubin. Didn't know Lubin could get up that high. I think we play really well. Even if we lose this game, I think we play really well. They're going to seriously consider us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously consider Carolina being in this one, I think, or being in the NCAA tournament. If we win this game, I think if we beat Duke, number one, whether we win or lose the the ACC tournament, I think we go. I think we get in. I think we get in. If we play Duke, number one, the best team in the nation, really, really tight, I think we got a shot. If we win, we are in. We win this one, we're in. Right? Whether we lose the ACC or championship or not. Whether we win tomorrow or not. If we win the whole thing, obviously we're in. All right, Elliot Cadeau draws a foul, but he can't hit the first free throw. That's what I think, Jeff. All right, Carolina takes another lead right there. It's 5-4. Malawat goes out. This is James. Straight to the basket. Loses it, but I think a foul's going to be called, and it's on Elliot Cadeau. Boy, Elliot Cadeau, I tell you what, he's very athletic. He's always the quickest guy on the court, even though they have slowed him down tremendously in the last 4 or 5 games. They've slowed him down. I think that was by design. And I don't know, maybe he slowed himself down. So I'm going to slow down and look and make better decisions and not turn the ball over as much. But he is always the quickest guy. Let's say it like that. Quickest guy on the court. Like, he can get to the basket. Killer crossover, get to the basket. But he still needs to work on not turning the ball over. Okay. The last 2 games, he's done a better job. I think 2 turnovers the last game, 2 turnovers the game before that. And defensively, he's got to use that quickness to play defense without fouling. He's got to learn how to do that. Once he starts fouling and gets in foul trouble, coach already knows you got to come out, buddy. He's got 2 already. He's darn sure going to have 3 if he keeps playing before the half's up. So I guess maybe Ian Jackson comes out today. Ian Jackson's got to have a game today. Ian Jackson's got to have a game today, just like Evans got to have a game for Duke today. Withers has he had a really good game two nights ago. Last night, not bad. I just don't think he can keep up what he did the night before from the 3-point line, that is. But we still got to have something out of him offensively. Defensively, keep doing what you're doing. Powell, defensively, keep doing what he's doing. I would love to have an offensive explosion for Powell, because I guarantee Duke has not planned for him. And there's no scouting report on Powell. He's athletic, but they're not worried about him offensively. RJ Davis had a darn good game last night. Let's hope he can continue and be consistent. So you got Malawak, Evans, Knipple, Proctor, and James for Duke. Evans and Proctor both have 2 points. And for Carolina, Lubin with 4, Cadeau with 2. He also has 2 assists and 2 fouls. All right, we have a timeout right now. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Those people who stop by, and especially those who put comments in the chat. And for those who have hit the like button, I think it's only one person, Michael Smitty. Thank you, Michael Smitty, for hitting that like button. And thank you, Jeff, for stopping by. Don't want to butcher that last name. Pigari. Pigari. We're going to say it like that. Pigari. Usually people come on and they say it's pronounced this way, coach. All right, James at the line. He hits the first. Duke's a very good free throw shooting team. To be number 1 in the nation, you would be. All right, James hits both. I always say James looks more like a tight end than a guard. Probably a power forward. But last time they played Duke, he brought the ball down like every time. Played point guard. Powell with the ball. Skip passes to Lubin. That's Withers. Withers gets it back out to RJ Davis. 10 seconds to shoot. Screen set up top. They're not going to let RJ beat him. Trimble just in the game shoots the 3. Can't hit it. Carolina fights for the rebound, but James comes away with it. Gets that up the court to Proctor. Back to James. Duke running that patented, I call it triangle offense. Oh, block out. Dude, how does the shooter get his own rebound, guys? Duke will score right here. Knipple. Can't hit it. Malawak gets his hand on it. But Carolina comes out with the rebound. RJ Davis. Finger roll is good. Left hand finger roll. To the basket. Carolina retakes the lead. Knipple, what a name. Knipple brings it down. Waiting for Proctor to come off the screen, but he comes off very slow. This is Malawak. Finds James on the right side, being guarded by Withers. James finds Malawak at the top again. He goes under. Nice cut by Proctor for the 2. Lackadaisical defense. Carolina following your man off a screen. You should know you're going to get beat. All right. RJ Davis finds Trimble. Trimble finds Washington open under the basket for 2. Carolina takes the lead back. Right now we're going back and forth. As far as the lead goes, 13:58 on the clock. For anybody who's at work, for those people who can't see the game, I'm going to do my best, do a little bit of play-by-play for you. Try not to do a whole lot, but Knipple with the ball. He drives. He's fouled, or the ball was knocked out of his hands. It's going to be Carolina ball. However, RJ Davis, elbow shot, jumper is off the mark. Rebound, Evans. James gathers himself, looked like he walked, but he finds Proctor. Proctor skip pass to Knipple. Knipple goes on the baseline, kicks it. This is going to be Evans. Knipple closed out on. Now this is James. 13 seconds to shoot. James drives. He's too big. He's too strong. And he lays it in. He has got an NBA body. Carolina takes the lead. Duke takes the lead back 10-9. Oh, my bad, guys. I've been saying Mollywop the whole time. That's Gumba. My bad. Gumba. You know Washington ain't ain't gonna do nothing. Ooh, I don't know. Washington might get a little bit elbowy there, if that's a word. Are they gonna look at it? They're gonna look at it. They're gonna look at it. They might call that a non-basketball play. So they're gonna maybe call the foul, but it still will. They could still get a flagrant or something on Washington. Yeah, if they look at all of it, they'll probably call this on Washington. Yeah, he could have swam all the way through with that. Well, what make I mean like I can see if you're extremely upset with somebody, and then you hit them or something like that. But I don't understand guys that throw elbows and stuff like that, man. Not up high too. Like what was the like he could have went all the way through. Yeah, that especially when you slow it down, it just looks worse. T. Kubler in the house under review. All right, guys. Well, we got a little bit of a break here in the action. 3 likes. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. There is not enough evidence for a flagrant foul. Gumba is being assessed a foul. It's going to be a Carolina ball out. Yeah, my bad, Duke fans. I was calling Gumba, I think is his name. I was calling him Malawak. They're taking a lot of time here. Explain it to both coaches, I guess. All right, R.J. Davis has 2 points. Jalen Washington with 2 points. 9 for North Carolina. 4. Yeah, they got him. Ngumba has a foul, but it's going to be a technical foul also on Washington. Proctor goes to the other end and puts Duke up 2. Duke doesn't miss free throws, do they? Like when they get to the free throw line, it's like automatic. Right, because it was dead ball. Washington wasn't shooting, so it was just a common foul. So goes to Duke. All right, Knipple with the ball being guarded by Trimble. Ooh, elbow up top. Yeah, he is because stripped. R.J. Davis comes out with it. R.J., nobody under the basket. Got to slow down. Finds Ian Jackson. Powell kicks it. Ian Jackson shoots a 3. No good. Proctor gets the rebound. Ian Jackson guarding the ball. This is now Knipple. Wants to go down low. Finds Gumba. And Washington pinned it, but they're going to call goaltending. And Davis does Coach Davis does not agree. What a mean looking face. Oh, got him too. Got him too. Got him too, boy. I knew it was close, but dang. He got him. The man bleeding. Hey, this ain't the first time that Duke Carolina draws blood. Everybody remembers the Hansbrough cut. Boy, you talking about mad. Tyler Hansbrough was mad. Like, who wouldn't be, bro? You bleeding all over the place. All right, we got another timeout. Hey, no biggie. No biggie. We expect to have an exciting game here tonight. 9-14 is the actual score. 12 minutes 15 seconds on the clock, guys. Excuse me. My little app here. As you can see, my app sometimes it's been acting up the last few weeks. Doesn't want to automatically switch the score and the time, so I have to click a button to make sure it does. I like to see myself on the screen so I see what's going on, but sometimes I have to go without viewing what I'm doing so you guys can see the score. All right, so we got another timeout. And I think there's going to be another review. This time I think they're going to go back to a play before. Was there a foul or something? Anyway, the ball, the play was stopped, and I think Coach Davis was going off, I think they may go back and look at what happened there from Gomba and Washington. Basically, the next possession for Duke down the court. It's definitely evident that there was contact because Jalen Washington is what the young people say, leaking a little bit. Leaking. I hate to say that. He is bleeding. A little bit of blood. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to just call. Is this going to be a like a dead ball? It's not. Well, it's not. It's not dead ball. So what kind of foul is this going to be? You know what I'm saying? What kind of foul is it going to be? Can't be any less than what they gave Washington. Definitely. I'm here currently working with my dad and cousin at our shop. What's up, Nathan? Thank you for stopping by there, sir. Ooh. Hey. Elbows hurt. Oh, that's right. That's right. It was a goaltend call on Washington. I guess since the play occurred before the shot. All right, Carolina with the ball. It's 9-14. Trimble. It's going to be fouled. It's going to be before the shot. Hey, see that picture right there, guys? That's going to be a picture. That shot right there is going to be a shot that they show like from now on when they have that mix up, that hodgepodge of call timeout. They call that mix up, a mash up of pictures, between North Carolina and Duke, just like they showed the Tyler Hansbrough bleeding, They're going to show that. They got it. They got it. So Washington is probably going to be forever captured there, memorialized, if you will, as a casualty, or what happens to describe the Duke versus North Carolina basketball game. Guarantee. It'll be a quick shot, so watch for it, but it'll be a quick shot. They'll probably mix it in next year. All right, Duke up 5. They swing it. Ian Jackson with a step back 3. I tell you what, he's just been off, man. And you know when he's going to shoot it. It's that little wiggle, little crossover dribble, the step back, and he's going to let it go. Proctor with the ball. Carolina in the man-to-man. Proctor with a long 3. Misses, rebound, Trimble. Trimble, don't turn. Man, go strong. Ian Jackson to the basket. And more times than no, guys, the last 3 or 4 games, just like that's what you see from Ian Jackson. He drives, gets to the basket, somebody blocks it, or he's just not there. Good block by Lubin. Powell, step through, and that is a goal 10 at the other end. This by Gomba. Gomba. Yeah, you can go back and review that, but you dang sure better count it. Ooh. Yeah, that finger roll, it was still going up. That's a good block. I got to give it to you. That's a good block. They gave the points to North Carolina, but they may go back and look at it. That's kind of messed up, man. You can go back and take points off the board. But, everybody wanted review, so Knipple drives. He's going to be fouled by Trimble. So even though the clock says 11-14, they're probably going to take those 2 points off for North Carolina. Hey, Cooper Flag on the bench. He's dressed, right? Foster can't hit it. Rebound, Duke. And out of bounds is going to be the call. Woo! Woo! Well, that hurts. All right, Carolina hasn't scored for a while. This is Lubin with the ball, looking for a guard. Bounce pass to Powell off the screen, and it was nice. Powell slams it through. Right now, 13. 13-14. Knipple, splash for a 3. R.J. Davis brings it down on the right side of the court. He's picked up by Foster. Cross up, bounce pass to Ian Jackson. Ian Jackson throws a bad pass. It is stolen by Foster at the other end, and that ends up being 2. Hey, Carolina does it every game. Every game, and this is how teams get ahead. They just throw bad passes at the top, and it just leads to a transition fast break basket. Trimble, strong to the basket. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line. Hey, I've said it over and over. Like when I first saw Trimble 4 years ago, I didn't think he looked anything like, is it JP? Anyway, his older brother. Boy, he looks just like him now. You could tell they're brothers. Tokito. Dang it. Carolina not shooting free throws well tonight. And another one missed. 15-19 is the score right now. 15-19. Near steal by Trimble.
Well, he gets dapped up by Drake May along right beside us watching the game. There's Drake hanging out, watching many of his guys. He was just in school with them last year, wasn't he, over years ago? Now a star for the New England Patriots. What a bright future he has. Very popular guy in New England.
All right, this is James being guarded by Elliot Cadeau, who's back in the game. 6 seconds to shoot. Malawak back in the game. They hand it to James. Ooh, somebody falls down. James shoots the three, and it hits the rim and the backboard and goes in. 15-22. This is Trimble. Throws another turnover. Foster at the other end. Gillis for the jumper. Doesn't go. But Malawak with the rebound, and he puts it in. 24-15. 8:06 on the clock. Elliot Cadeau brings it down on the left side, looking for a screen. It's not there. He finds R.J. Davis. R.J. Davis, step back. Jumper, no good. Lubin with the rebound and the putback. Let's go, Lubin. 17-24, 7 minutes and 47 seconds. If we lose, are we in March Madness? I do not think so. I think if we lose, Canepo for three, splash. Anytime he's open, that ball's going to go in, and we can't lose him. 17-27. Elliot Cadeau looking for something. Spin move. Goes to the basket. Finger roll. No good. Tipped up. Rebound. Maybe Lubin. Lubin puts it back up. He's going to be fouled on the play. That matchup right there. I'm telling you. You're going to see him in it. Where's the picture? There it is. I'm telling you. Yeah. All right, Duke up by 10 and probably more like 12. They're probably going to take a look at the goaltend that was called on Ngomba. And they're probably going to, is it Ngomba or Gombo? And they're probably going to take 2 points off the board for Carolina. So the score is more like, probably going to be more like 13-27. Well, not 13, 15. I'm going to leave 15-37. That's how sure I am that they're going to take 2 points off. Hey, somebody else in the chat answered Jeff's question. If we lose, are we in March Madness? Because right now, Jeff, I do not think so. If we lose this one, I don't think we're in March Madness. As I said, if it's very, very close, I think we got a shot. More than likely, probably not. But I could have sworn I just heard them say, I don't know, Carolina's in or whatever. Possibly in because we made it this far. I'm not sure. We win this game, definitely in. Carolina win this game, we're in. I've been saying that the whole time. If they win this game, we're in. If we win the ACC tournament, of course we're in. But we got to win this one first. All right. If we lose the AC, if we win this one and lose tomorrow, I think we're still in. Carolina's got to win this one. I just also think that if they play well here, you know what I'm saying? I think points matter. 5 points, I think Carolina's in, even without Cooper Flag. Why take 2 points off? Well, they said they were going to. There was a block by Ngomba. Make sure I'm saying his name right. That they called a goaltend. But one of the commentators said they would probably go back and look at that one. And when they showed the review, Ngomba, yeah. When they showed the review, that ball was on its way up. So I'm thinking they're going to take 2 points off. I hope I'm wrong.
First 15, but BYU said, you know what, we're going to keep coming back on that. Francis with a great finish on his head, she said.
On the SEC network, the Gators on the run out.
Walter Clayton Jr. as good as Gardner is in the country.
Yeah, right now 17-27 is the actual. All right, well, it's still there. So I guess they didn't change it.
Thank you very much. 7:10 left first half. ACC tournament semifinal in Charlotte. Duke with a 27-17 lead. No score change. In fact, they didn't really look at the goaltender.
And they didn't look at it, so
North Carolina the 5
no biggie.
Duke the number 1 seed. We've got the best 4 teams in a semifinal, don't we? We absolutely do. You can see
All right, this is Lubin at the line.
have really carried the attention when you consider Clemson and Louisville.
Lubin hits his first free throw.
19-2, both teams, and only Duke at 19-1, better than those two teams. So it has been a top-heavy league this year in the ACC, and of course the Tar Heels, a national brand, always going to be in the mix.
And Lubin hits both.
Clemson, the only team in the regular
Good job, Lubin. 7:10 on the clock, 19-27.
Tigers played a great game, and
Ooh.
they just got better and better. They are a handful. Remember, they were in the league.
Yeah, my scoreboard looks bad because looks like Duke is getting ready to hit a 3-point shot. Proctor
On a tremendous shot, as has Pat Kelsey. Tough.
kicks it. They leave. They lose Knipple again. Another 3. It's 19-30.
I can tell you who I'm voting for. It's the guy that won the ACC, had a 19-1 record.
Wow, they called nobody or nothing on that.
In place of Common Malawatan has developed Gumba. He didn't start the season playing.
Gomba with a block,
Missed his entire season.
and he's going to be called for travel.
But the Blue Devils have developed him all season long for a time
Okay, I get it.
standing the test
Guess he didn't jump into him.
at the rim.
All right, Lubin with the rebound. He's going to be slightly double teamed. And a turnover by Cadeau, trying to go back to Lubin. This is James with the ball. Gets that to Gomba.
And that'll go the other way. A foul on Duke. With 6:21 to go. They'll get James for his
Foul's going to be called on James. That's going to be a turnover. Ball goes back to Carolina with 6 minutes and 21 seconds on the clock.
Feel the energy of this Duke bench over here. Even though Cooper Flag and Malik Brown are not participating, Malik Brown using any of the extremity to cheer on his team. They have been on their feet the majority of the time on the bench. And speaking to a couple of their
All right, R.J. Davis gives that ball back to this is going to be Elliot Cadeau. Not a lot of movement. They're just looking at R.J. Davis try to get open. Hate the ISO. And now everybody on Carolina's team is just watching R.J. Davis, who does his thing and gets 2 points. 21-30 is the score. 5:49 on the clock.
You can see how much work John Shire and his staff have done with Gumba. This was a weakness for him coming in.
Evans with the ball finds Knipple. Knipple looking for Evans. Gets him. Evans. Quick trigger. Can't hit it. It's knocked out. Back to Duke. James for 3. No good. Rebound. Elliot Cadeau. Or it might have been Withers. He hands it to Elliot Cadeau. Elliot. Do your thing, Elliot. Elliot throws that to, I don't know who the heck. I think he was trying to throw it to Lubin, but Lubin had a blanket on him by the name of James. So I think Elliot's in his rare turnover form right now. 5 minutes and 19 seconds. That ball's not out of bounds. It's going to be Carolina ball. R.J. Davis gets the ball. It's a handoff from Lubin. Carolina has 13 seconds to score. Screen and roll. Lubin with the screen up top. Elliot Cadeau for three. Splash. That might be the first three for North Carolina. 24-30. Nearly a steal. Gumba straight to the basket for the 2-point lay-in. Elliot Cadeau finds Powell. Powell loses it, but R.J. Davis, Johnny on the spot to pick it up. 18 seconds on the clock. Looks like a little ISO going on there. I don't know why Carolina's running this. They need to move the ball. Lubin! Lubin shoots a three. I thought it was going in, hit nothing. Plenty of time left on the clock. Hey, I feel the same way, Ramsey. I feel the same way. What the heck was going on there? Like, all the guard. I mean, I understand that RJ had to get the ball to him, but then another guard should have came and got the ball. Like, no, don't shoot that, Lubin. And he was so wide open, take a couple of dribbles in. Foster, strong to the basket. Foster with the shot. Nobody boxes him out. Foster is going to be fouled by Elliot Cadeau. That's going to be number 3. Right now, the Tar Heels not doing the easy things, not doing the little things. Long 3-point shot, and you don't box out the shooter. That's the second time today the ball is coming right back to the shooter off a long shot. Like, hey, guys, I might be wrong. I might be running my mouth too much, but, hey, I always teach you got to box out the shooter. You got to box out the shooter. That's twice. That is twice Duke has got a rebound off a long shot, and the ball comes right back to the shooter. Like, you know, if nobody gets boxed out, the shooter's going to get boxed out. All right, we have a timeout. Scores correct up top. 24-32. Duke with the lead. No Cooper Flag today. He was injured yesterday. But, you know, at this point right now, Duke does not need him. You know, everybody has their main guy, but you don't get to be number one with just one guy. Like, you got to have a supporting cast. And I always come back to that guy, Con Knippel. And he made second team, not first team. I think all ACC or whatever. They may have been talking about nation, but I think it was ACC. But dude, all right, guys, what's up, Tar Heel? Okay, we got to make free throws and quit with the lazy passes that cause all the turnovers. That's what we do. Tar Heel. Okay, you know we're gonna do it. I don't know. To me, it's like, if that's something you do that is negative, that should be the main focus. Something that I'm gonna focus on not doing, and we do it all the time. Carolina does it all. You know, you guys know. How many times have you seen us throw a bad pass? I mean, just like that's what I call those unforced errors. We just turn and throw the ball. I mean, the defense is looking at you and like, I know you're not getting ready to try to throw the ball back here, and we do it, and they steal it, and it's always done out front, up top of the key, and that just ends into a transition defensive basket, and we just continue to do it. Elliot Cadeau, I think today is in rare form. He's back into his turnover antics, if you will. But I can't blame it all on him, because he is not the only one turning the ball over. Like I said, just to mark the difference between a good team and a great team. turn the ball over, you give the other team extra chances to score at their basket, and you take away attempts at your own basket, it's kind of hard to beat any team, but especially not number one. That pass Ian Jackson made that caused a Duke layup on the other end is something you learn not to do. Yeah. But we do it all the time. I live with two Duke fans, but I'm a UNC, UNCG, NC State fan, and Wake. I hear you, Jeff. All right, Duke steps up and hits their free throws, which they do. Like I said, another characteristic of a great team, the difference between a great team and a good team. They're going to do all the little things. What kind of this, guys? We're not making this up. You guys are watching the game just like I'm watching it. What the heck kind of pass right was that from R.J. Davis? Like Foster is standing right there. Okay, they're overplaying. Let's go back door. And they're overplaying because they're like, "Hey, coach, they're gonna pass. They're gonna force these crazy passes." All right, this is Trimble. Get up, Trimble with the jumper. Can't hit it. Tipped out, but a foul's going to be called on, I think maybe on Trimble. Excuse me, on Withers.
BYU Houston in the semifinals right now on ESPN2. And Texas Tech, 2 seed in Arizona at 9:30. We've got some more friendly fire in this game. Common Malawatch coming down with the right elbow. Now that's incidental contact. I mean, it hurts.
Ooh.
But now Lubin is thinking to himself, yeah, it's easy for you to say that over there with the suit and tie on. However,
all right, Duke is in the bonus. Both teams in the bonus. 10-point lead. 3 minutes and 28 seconds on the clock. Duke. Duke can miss a free throw. All right, but they still shoot well as a team. Okay, I like the motion right there, Coach. Keep working on it. Powell open for three. Can't hit it. Proctor. Finds Gillis. Gillis with a quick three. That ball is tapped out. It's going to be Duke again. This time they're going to run a set. Foster. Screen set for Proctor. Foster deep into the lane. Now he kicks it back out. They find Malawak. He goes to the line after the lay, and he is fouled on the play. All right, Duke opening up a lead. Malawak misses the free throw. 2 minutes and 39 seconds left in the first half. Carolina's going to have to go on some kind of offensive run here. They're not shooting the ball well from the outside. And the offense is very stagnant. The dang ISO plays, bro. Come on, Coach. We got to have more than that. I think Tar Heel K was saying that yesterday. Like, our offense, man, we got to come up with something else, man. You got to have multiple guys moving. You got one guy trying to run off screens and get open. That's all we do. Get the ball to him, and then everybody steps away and says, here, go try to score. And all a good defensive team does is just pick up. I got him. Yeah, let him run. I got you. I got you. We can't even get the pass to him. All right, R.J. Davis is fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line and misses. Rebound. Malawak hands out to Foster. 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Foster. Spin move in the lane. Kicks that. Proctor for 3. Can't hit it, but Malawak with another rebound. Hook shot is good. 39-24. Everybody who was saying that Duke is just Cooper Flag, I'm letting you guys know all this is being done with Cooper Flag on the sideline. Has not seen the floor yet. Proctor swings it. This is Knipple. Knipple gets all the way in the paint. High off the glass is good. And a foul. It's going to be Ian Jackson with the foul. 41-24. And Duke is running away with it right now. 1 minute and 25 seconds on the clock. Hey, they don't. I told you guys, they don't need them. They got guys. And that dang Knipple, I'm telling you, he is the underrated kid or player on Duke's team. 24-42. R.J. Davis brings it down. Let's see if they get the ball in other people's hands beside R.J. Screen set up top. R.J. no pass yet. Goes to the basket. It's blocked. Proctor brings it down. Proctor's going to be fouled by Powell. And shades of the first matchup. It's like Carolina just doesn't have any idea what to do, because they once again are relying on R.J. Davis, and that is it. They're not moving the ball. It's easy. It's easy to defend. Coach, dang, you should have learned that the first game. Like, the second game looks like Carolina had a plan. Let's move the ball. Let's use everybody. But now it's like, let's just go back to R.J. Davis. No, they're not going to let R.J. Davis get to the basket. They're not going to let him get off. You got to use other people. Withers on the bench again. I don't know, something about coaching Withers and Duke, I guess. All right, let's see what we do this time. Carolina taking way too long to get into the offense. They go set a screen for Withers. Lubin comes up, sets a screen for RJ. RJ has not passed the ball and loses it out of bounds. What the heck, coach? Come on now. Dang. Do something else. Run a daggone offense. Dang, ISO is not going to work against this. It didn't work the first game. Dang. And everybody else is going to stand and watch. Foster to the basket. Layup is good. It is now a 21-point lead with 37 seconds left on the clock. R.J. Davis brings it down. Passes that to Ian Jackson. Ian Jackson with his dance moves, loses it. Knipple gets on the floor. 24 seconds, guys. Hey, I'm sorry. Let me calm down. I hate when I can see what's going on and we just. Duke knows all Carolina is doing is ISO. If any team in the nation studies film, it's Duke. So everybody knows if Ian Jackson gets the ball and he goes to the basket, he's not looking to pass. All you got to do is you can send 3 people on him. He's not going to find an open guy because he's not looking to pass it. Ian Jackson shoots an air ball because all we're doing is they're not letting R.J. Davis can't get open, so now coach says, hey, just give it to Ian. Let's let Ian do an ISO. Yep.
Right now, the Blue Devils are playing like the desperate team. Angel adjust.
All right, just like the commentator just said there, Carolina did want this. So and like I said, so we could show that we can play with the best team in the nation. So we could show that we could play with the best team in the nation. So, all the selection committee could look at that and say, hey, they didn't win, but dang, that's Duke is number one. Carolina played with them. Look at the last 7 games, other than Duke. Look at all the games that they won. 8 games that they 7 games that they won. Look at that. We got to consider that. All right, they did not beat Duke today. Let's put them in there. All right, right now, this matchup and what Carolina is doing right now, it couldn't be any worse. Without Cooper Flag, and Carolina is playing like this, like if they decide no, Carolina's out, like what can Carolina what could Carolina say? What can anybody say for Carolina? Hey, you can't. And I know Duke is number one, but come on, dude. Come on, you got to look at all this. Look at the turnovers Carolina's making. Look at the lack of rebounding. On just basic stuff. The shooter got to be boxed out. That right there. Bad passes from everybody. Just throwing bad, like right there. Just throwing bad passes. Come on, guy. Right there. And I'm looking at, and they're talking about exactly what I'm talking about, and I've got the sound off. But yeah, that's 6 points, guys. That's 6 points. I mean, those are points. I got to hear what my boy Joe Barry is saying. And then our offense. What are we doing now that we didn't? What are we doing now that we did do in the second game? What are we not doing now that we did in the second game? Like, I didn't see the ball stick in the second game. Now we're right back to ISO ball. I was Darth Gillis was in. Hey, there he is right there. Let's see what Darth Gillis says. What a joke. I hope we don't make the tournament. If we lose this game, I don't even want to go any further. If we lose this, what's the point? 3 losses to Duke. I get you, Darth. Just like you. I detest the ISO. Like, okay, end of the game, you're holding the ball, you're running timeout. Okay, let's ISO to death, especially if it's man to man, and they're gonna let you run time off the clock. Oh, I got you. But in a regular offense, my bad, guys. Let's make sure we get this score correct. There's the right score right there. All right. But a regular offense, over and over, when you see it's not working. When you see it's not working. All right. I guess maybe we don't have another offense. Once here in this half, we ran that little, I like to call it a weave action. And then what happened out of that weave is we got an outside shot by Powell. And after that, it was ISO after that. It's either ISO to RJ Davis, which Duke has seen, and Duke kills that. They killed it the first game. That's why this game right now looks like the first game. Carolina looks like a middle school. It's like we don't know how to play basketball. It looks like we don't know how to play basketball. All right. Coach is not playing Withers again. He played him at the beginning of the game. Now he's been sitting on the bench for like the last, 7-8 minutes. Withers not playing. Ian Jackson. Ian Jackson hadn't been an offensive threat in the last, I think he might have scored double figures one time in the last, seven games, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe twice. RJ Davis can't get it done because they're not going to let him They're going to double team. They're going to pick up. The ISO ain't working. So now your what's the word I'm looking at? I'm upset, guys. Your solution is now let's go ISO to Ian Jackson. Dude, just move the ball. You ain't gonna beat we're not gonna beat this Duke team if we don't have like double figure assists. Like what was it 2 games ago? We had Elliot Cadeau had 10 assists himself. You gotta move. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop complaining. We're just going to go ahead and watch the game. No one can hit a shot either. Yeah, you're right. We're not hitting any outside shots, not hitting anything. And, that's what we do. And Lubin is moving, but we hadn't – I can't remember a play where we specifically came down and threw the ball inside. All right? I don't know. I think Elliott tried to give it back to him on that turnover. But remember, not last game, but the game before last when Carolina, we literally came down and you could see coaches said, throw that ball inside, let Lubin go to work. If they double team Lubin, he's a decent passer. He has about 2 assists today, at least 1 assist. He'll find the open guy. Then we got an open shot. We got a better chance of shooting or making that open shot, if nobody's guarding us, we just got to knock it down. But, all right, guys. A little bit of rant there. I am upset. I'm sorry. But, just it just doesn't make sense to me, man. You got to change something. You got to do something. And maybe they will come out and do something different. But, man, you got to make in-game changes. You know what I'm saying? In-game adjustments, right? If you've got to wait to go into halftime and draw the stuff on the board, you might get down by 21 points, 23, 21 points, right? Dang. And no timeout to slow it down and say, hey, guys, this is what we need to do. This is what we're going to do here. Sheldon Massenberg, what's going on? To be real honest with you, bro, I don't think it's the fact that they're playing Duke for the 3rd time, and Duke key player is out on the bench, and they know that they can beat these guys, but they're all right. I guess he'll continue writing. And Duke is playing defense like they're like we don't like, who said that the other day? It might have been Garrett or Summers or somebody. No, I think it was it Tar Heel K? It might have been the guy that stopped by yesterday. I think Lloyd or whatever. It was like we don't really have any dogs. We don't have any dogs like. You're right, Darth Gillis. They are playing like if they don't win this one, they don't go to the NCAA tournament. No timeouts is ridiculous. Dean used to use all his timeouts. We got to start using them. I mean, when Duke starts running away, you got to, man. I mean, I understand, like, they go down and score, and you can walk the ball up the court, and it's like, okay, we can walk it up the court, we can run this play. I don't really need to call a timeout, but at some point, when you're not scoring and the other team is scoring and they're pulling away, you got to say, look, let's call this timeout. We got to get this timeout, and do something. Get this timeout, and like I said, I don't know if Carolina has. I don't know if they had. Do we not have another offensive play? It's either the little pre play where they do the little weave, dribble to the right side or left side, hand it off, We dribble back to the middle, maybe hand it off one more time, and then that's it. We set. Like, that's what they did second half of Duke. And they had some more movement in the second game. But right now we look just like the first game. Look like the first game. RJ Davis out there dribbling for his life, trying to go off screens that ain't really being set. Duke is helping out. And I love Ian Jackson simply because he's a Carolina player. But Ian Jackson is the worst to give the ball to go ISO, because if somebody tries to double team whatever, he can't find the open guy. He's coming from whatever offense he played when he was in high school. He was the man, and the teams he were playing, they weren't great defenders because Ian Jackson does not know how. He doesn't pass the ball. We all know this. He's strictly offense. If he's going to the basket, you might as well go back to the other end, because Ian Jackson is not going to pass it. And I guarantee you, like I said, Duke is one of the most intelligent teams. I think they are probably the best prepared in the nation. And you don't think they know that? Hey, when Ian Jackson does that little dance step and step back, he's going to shoot the ball. Ian Jackson doesn't like to pass. So if he goes to the basket, and he likes to do a little spin move, he goes to the basket to your side, he is not going to pass the ball to your man. He's not going to kick the ball out. All you got to do is step down, and he'll spin right into it. Like, we can double him because he's going to go straight to the basket. Sometimes you like that, but, dude, you got to be able to do all of it. I hope he learns before he leaves college. I hope he learns before he leaves college, and I hope he doesn't leave college this year. I guarantee you he's one of those guys thinking one and done. And at the beginning of the year, it looks like he might have been able to. I don't know about now. They talk about Powell being a lottery pick. I've heard that before. All right, guys, I hadn't even gone over the stats, so let me go over those. I think we have iso ball and the weave you're talking about, but that's it. Yeah, I haven't seen anything else. Got that little zone offense. The best we played it was it 2 games ago? We had Lubin up top. That, top of the key. Free throw above the free throw line. The other time we didn't have a big guy, like both our big guys were on the baseline on the box. That didn't work well, but we did, and they had to get out of it. Notre Dame had to get out of it quick. But yeah, that's all I've seen. ISO and that little weave. And I don't know if it's a weave. I don't know if it's not a true weave. I just think they do that to see if they can get something out of it. That's why I call it a preset. But if they don't get anything out of it, if nobody comes off the last handoff and try to get to the basket, then we're straight back in ISO. Where watch how Duke goes. I call it triangle offense because they get the ball to the big guy at the top, and then Knipple cuts. Then we get a guy coming from the bottom. Just a little bit more movement. Other teams do too, but we just gotta add more. Just like my Hornets. My Hornets probably getting beat down right now. I don't know. They might be playing pretty decent today. All right. Shut up, coach, and go to the stats. All right, here we go. Hey guys, thank you for those who have hanging in here, listen to me whine and moan about North Carolina. But anyway, Villanova Lewin with 8 points. He's only got 2 rebounds. Withers has not scored yet. He's got 3 rebounds, but he hasn't played a lot. Drake Powell with 4 points. Elliot Cadeau has 4. RJ Davis has 4. Jalen Washington with 2 points and Trimble with 2 points. For Duke, Malawat, 6 points. He has 6 rebounds. Evans has 2 points. Con Knipple, 12 points. Proctor and James both have 7 points. Gillis with 1 point. Gomba has 4, and Caleb Foster off the bench with 6. Duke has 6 turnovers. They have 6 assists, 23 rebounds. For North Carolina, 7 turnovers. Hey, look. I know Duke has 6, but they're number 1. If you're not ranked and you're playing Duke, dude, you can't turn the ball over. Can't turn the ball over and give away points. Carolina has 5 assists and 14 rebounds. All right, the Tar Heels shooting the ball. All right, Tar Heels shooting 35%, Duke 50. Carolina 1 of 10 from behind the 3-point line. Duke 4 of 15. Neither team shooting a 3-pointer great, but Duke getting to the basket. Free throws, 73% for Duke, 50% for the Tar Heels. 23-14 rebound, Duke. Turnover 7-6. Duke only 6. Points in the paint 20-16. I mean, if you look at all that, yeah, Duke may have a slight advantage, but the biggest thing is shooting percentage. Carolina only shooting 35%, and they've shot 10 from the 3-point line. We've only hit 1.
Scrapping for every loose ball. James on the attack to the baseline. As we get started here in the second half in Charlotte. A lot of North Carolina fans in a bit of a state of shock.
Proctor, the jumper, no good. Lubin with the rebound.
So Carolina trying to get up off the mats.
This is Elliot Cadeau. Elliot finds Withers. Withers can't hit the 3. Lubin with the rebound. He goes up. He's blocked. Cadeau gets the rebound. Back to Withers. Another off 3-point shot. Another rebound by the Tar Heels. Let's see if we can score this time. Alley-oop from Elliot Cadeau to Lubin. We've seen that before. Because Hubert had to see multiple offensive sets when he, come on now. Knipple, strong to the basket, it's good. Yeah, dang, that's what should make him a great coach. All right, another assist from Elliot Cadeau. This time he goes to Powell for the lay-in. 28-47. Duke lets James bring the ball down. He's being guarded by Withers. Now Khan off the left side. Gets it to James. James goes strong to the basket. He's good at getting you. That little pump fake is great. He scores again. Elliot Cadeau. Still dribbling. Gets in trouble. But a foul's going to be called. It's probably going to be on Knipple. 28-49. Second half has just started. It's going to be Carolina ball out of bounds under their own basket. They get it in, and they get that into Withers. Withers throws that ball inside. Too long of a pass, and it's another turnover. This is Evans with the ball. He's being guarded by Elliot Cadeau. Proctor now being guarded by Lubin. He shoots a long three. Misses everything, but another rebound by Duke. This is Evans in the corner with it. Excuse me, this is James. He's been walled off. Malawak for three. Splash. And when that happens, guys, you know. You know that the other team has great momentum. Malawak with a three-point jumper. Elliot Cadeau being picked up. He shoots a short jumper. Rebound Evans. Outlet to Proctor. 28-52. Evans shoots a quick three. Rebound Lubin. Finds Elliot Cadeau. R.J. Davis slows it down, gets it to Elliot Cadeau. He hands it back to R.J. They did have the numbers, but they didn't take advantage of it. Elliot skip passes over to R.J. Powell shoots another three. Way off. Didn't hit anything. But I think there's going to be a foul call, maybe on Proctor. Or was that a foul on the three-point shot?
As the #1 pick in the NBA draft. But his buddy will be that. But Malawak showing that he's much more than a rim protector and a shot blocker.
28-52, 28-52, 16:06 on the clock. Carolina gets it into Lubin. Lubin finds Withers on the baseline. He lays it in. That's a pass by Lubin, an assist. James walks it across the timeline slowly. 30-52, 15-52 on the clock. Kyle Knippel being guarded by R.J. Davis. Knippel slips down. And Elliott dives in to get the ball. Or reaches in to get the ball. I think it's going to be a held ball. Maybe that goes to North Carolina. All right, Sheldon Massenberg. It seems like they just stopped playing, when the ball was first tipped off. You had Carolina action on the floor, but after a few shots, they went back to being the same Carolina. I agree. I agree. This they surely have this game. But I also look at it, I'm like, okay, like, is it just the players or is it just like what you been taught in practice? Like, I mean, the play that they're running that me and Darv Gillis been talking about, like, the little isolation. I mean, that's what I call it, guys, because one guy has the ball dribbling, trying to go off screens that are not really set. The only screen that sets the screen roll set up top. Usually the roll is not there, and then the person with the ball, who is usually R.J. Davis, just trying to get to the basket, trying to get some space so he can score. So that's ISO. And the other players, I mean, watch it next time because this is all we run. So we got to see it again. I mean, it's all we've been running all year. So watch what the other players do. Watch them. I mean, they just go and stand. They go to the corners and stand, and they let this guy do his thing. But the funny thing about it, I guess, is where they're standing, because it's never just one-on-one. Duke looks like they go into like a matchup zone because RJ could probably get by the most single guy, one guy. But when he tries to go by that guy, there's always somebody helping out. You know what I'm saying? So just great defensive planning and all right. I did expect a whole lot more out of Carolina today. So you know what? They're it's not there right now. So we're just gonna go ahead and relax and just go ahead and play by play this game, guys. Let the chips fall where they may. You know what I'm saying? I just hate to see Duke having a ball against North Carolina. I just hate it. I think we have iso ball in the lead. Nobody drives to the basket with aggressive intent on layups, dunks, or grabbing rebounds. Coach Gary, yeah, Tario Gay. I think it's also hard to drive to the basket on Duke.
They really are, Angel. When you consider that the backcourt of the Tar Heels is a combined.
All right, Trimble to the basket, strong that time.
Who was the ACC Player of the Year
I mean, it's,
last season?
just like Elliot Cadeau is the quickest guy.
Beyond the three-point arc, we had to remind
Trimble was the best athlete, but he doesn't show it a lot. I like that drive right there, however.
Sion James have locked in defensively, but more importantly, the ways that the younger players, Isaiah Evans, Con Kniffel, have been able to follow their lead on the defensive end of the floor. That truly shows you that the veterans have gotten their point across to the young players.
A missed free throw again there by Trimble. What's up, Rodney? I was saying yesterday on this live stream, we still have to play regardless. Yep, regardless to whoever's injured. Yep, you got to play the game. Doesn't matter. We can't. I also said you can't forget about Knippel. We always look at Cooper Flag, and he's overshadowed because of Cooper Flag. And I think he's coming out back. No, there he is, right? Knippel with the ball. And alley-oop is thrown, missed. Trimble with the rebound. Trimble missed both of his free throws. Elliot Cadeau for three. He hits it.
The second three made by Cadeau. He has all the three-point field goals for North Carolina.
Gomba finds Knippel.
It's going to be difficult.
I think Knippel stepped out of bounds. Boy, that's happening a whole lot over there in that corner. And here comes Clemson.
We've got Clemson and Louisville. It should be an absolute dandy. Both of them ranked in the top 25. You realize how long it's been in the ACC since two teams ranked in the poll have battled each other. It hasn't happened much this year.
All right, Elliot Cadeau, screen set by Powell. He bounce passes there. Powell strong to the basket. Misses it. But Lubin with another putback.
And a little life from the Tar Heels now, still trailing 17, but
35-52.
has absolutely been a spark as the Tar Heel faithful here at the Spectrum Center starting to try to find a way to give their guys some energy.
Con Knippel being guarded by R.J. Davis. Now Proctor. Wide open jumper for Foster. Might have been blocked there by R.J. Davis. Or Elliot Cadeau.
Basketball here, getting back on the floor in this second half. And again, he's going to have to get some help from his teammates. The desperation has to set in.
Duke gets it in with 4 seconds to Knippel, long three. Can't hit it. Rebound, Washington. Outlet to Elliot Cadeau. Elliot Cadeau with the speed. And it's a goaltending by Gomba again. And that's 2 more points for the Tar Heels. Oh, no. You better, hey. They're going to hesitate. Look at that. That was a block.
Gumba looking like he's got a good block on that one as well. We didn't see if the ball was coming down or not, but he does get to it before it hits the glass.
Let's see if it was coming down.
The first one we saw Patrick Gumba, but that one looks as though it's coming down.
It might have been coming down.
See that one being counted as a good basket. The basketball is on its way down. I believe this one will.
Just a bit. Just begin to come down.
Tyrese Proctor with his second foul on the play.
37-52. 37-52. 13 minutes and 54 seconds left in the second half. Carolina only scored 24 points before halftime. That's 13 points there. And you know, with Sean May being one of the assistant coaches, he definitely knows more play sets from the 2005 national championship game. You're right, Tar Heel K. You know, just I don't get it. I just don't get it. I understand he's your guy. You got to be able to figure out ways to use your guy, especially at this level, college level. You got to be able to figure out ways to use your guy and to get him more shots, not just the same thing over and over again. When it's not working. If it's working, okay. If it's something that works the whole year and the other teams can't stop it, okay, I see that. But when it's not, got to be able to have a backup plan. Got to be able to got to mix it up. Mix it up. All right, so it was no goaltending, so we're going to take the points off. But a foul. Foul on the play, no goaltend. Got it. And Elliot Cadeau gets the 2 points. Not a chance for a 3-point. All right, Foster, Carolina, full court pressure. And an alley-oop at the other end. Duke beat the trap very, very quickly. Elliot Cadeau. They're going to say the ball was tipped, so it's going to remain Carolina ball. Elliot Cadeau shoots another jumper. That's short. Gillis with the rebound. He gets that to James, and Foster brings it down. Now Duke slows it down. This is James. Finds Knipple. Raises up. Can't hit over Trimble. Brings it down the court. Finds Elliot Cadeau. This is Trimble again. Bad screen set by Washington. It's going to be Duke ball. Hey Siri, what's the score of the Charlotte Hornet basketball game? Okay, in the first quarter, 8 seconds left. Tar Heel, All right, Trimble. Must have been a steal right there. Trimble with the slam. Charlotte Hornets 34, San Antonio 26. Thank you. Carolina with another full court press. Duke beats it easily. James goes straight to the basket. Tell you the kid is too big. He's too strong. They lay it in. Yeah. Try that half court press, coach. R.J. Davis with the floater. It's good. 39-50, excuse me, 41-56. Hey, do the same thing. Just start it at half court, coach. Get your traps up top. Then they have a shorter distance to move the ball. You can get over there and trap quicker. Turnover by Duke. Trimble is fouled, and he banks it in. Like, I don't even know why Trimble should he should get together with Ian Jackson and say, "Yo, dude, how do you go to the basket without thinking about passing it?" He needs to put some of that into his repertoire because he's too athletic. Like, just go, baby. It's gonna be hard for the ref to call the offensive. Yeah, when you get up early, hard to call a offensive foul when you're already in the air, and the defense hadn't set. All right, so 2 scores there by Trimble. All right, heck, maybe Trimble just in his mind said, you know what? I don't know why I haven't been thinking about this, but if we lose this game, this might be my last game. It might be my last game. Might be my last college game. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold up. Is Trimble a senior? I think he is. All right, guys, let's look at the box scores really quick. All right, 43-56. Carolina outscoring Duke at this point in the second half, 19-11. Van Adelu with 12 points, Withers with 2, Drake Powell 6, Elliot Cadeau 9, R.J. Davis with 6, Washington with 2, Trimble with 6 points, and Trimble. All right, okay, my bad. Trimble is a junior. All right, Trimble's classification is junior. He's got one more year. I wonder if he'll get in the transfer portal like he did last year. All right, so you got Trimble. Trimble is a junior. Washington, I think he's a junior also. Elliot Cadeau, sophomore. All right, so is Van Adelu for some reason I'm thinking he's a senior, but he may be a junior. Okay, Van Adelu is a junior also. All right, Van Adelu. Okay. A little something to work on for next year. Withers, I think Withers, R.J. Davis. Was it one more person? I know those two are seniors. All right, Malawak, 9 points. Con Knipple has 14. Sion James with 11. All right, Trimble missed his free throws last time. He hits it this time. 3-point play. Con Knipple. He's a big guard. Duke moving the ball around. Handoff Proctor at the elbow. Throws that up to Malawak.
Making sure he engaged the big man to give Malawak enough time to get to the rim. Malawak's closing in on the double-double.
Another turnover by Powell this time.
Now the 10th turnover for the Tar Heels.
Just making it so easy for the opposite team.
Trying to catch up to the Blue Devils.
Another alley-oop. Another lob pass to the big man.
They absolutely are. And Superman is out. He's cheering for him on the sideline. But Batman and Robin are getting the job done for the Blue Devils. On the drive, off the window, great shot by R.J. Davis. He still uses the glass as well.
Good shot by R.J. Davis.
Found a rhythm on the offensive end, OB. They just can't get stops. That's going to be the concern. Can they lock in defensively and find a way to keep the Blue Devils
46-60, 10 minutes and 17 seconds. This is James.
our first semifinal here in the ACC?
Now Duke finds Knipple. Dang, Knipple, did he dribble? He had to dribble once. Knipple to the basket off the high screen, and he's going to be fouled.
Personal on Ian Jackson. That'll be number 2 on a freshman for North Carolina. And we have Clemson and Louisville still to come.
Score looks bad right now, but it's only 14 points with 10 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock. However, it's going to be 16 here in a second because Knipple doesn't miss free throws. I hadn't seen Knipple miss a free throw tonight. Oh, I jinxed him. There you go.
For the ACC tournament semifinals. Have you spent a lot of time in Charlotte? I retired here.
All right, he won't miss 2 in a row. Con Knipple hits the second, 61-46.
I actually saw Muggsy Bogues yesterday. The first time I
10,
played golf.
10 minutes on the clock. R.J. Davis finds Ian Jackson. Ian Jackson back to R.J. Let's get some more movement. Let's go.
Didn't go very far. Let's just say that.
R.J. Davis tried to get it to Lubin. Another turnover. And they don't get back Knipple. The other end, he misses a layup. R.J. Davis finds Powell. Trimble finds Davis. Davis with the floater. No good. Rebound. Knipple gets that to James. They slow it down. Run their half-court set. R.J. Davis is going to be called for grabbing Knipple off that high screen. You got to like that play because it's like if the defender goes under the screen, then that Knipple as a shooter, he's just going to stop and pop. If he follows you, then you've got the ball handler, whoever has the ball, can try to get that pass down there, or he'll hit the other wing coming back up top. Let's see if they run it right here. All right, they get the ball up top. Screen set. Everybody moving. Proctor. Off the glass. It's good. It's just a simple offense for the man-to-man. And it involves everybody moving. Elliot Cadeau to the basket. And it's thrown out of there, but I think he was blocked. I meant foul. 8 minutes and 42 seconds. Glad to see Withers back in the game.
About the chirping that's going on between these two teams. Rick Powell trying to be peacemaker, letting him know, I got my guy. But Smith was saying
46-63. 46-63. Nathan, what's up? Let's go, Duke. I'm telling you, this Duke team is loaded. I knew it. I knew it, Nathan. I knew it. I'm just, as a Carolina fan, you're just hoping your team is going to come out and have one of those days where we're doing everything right.
On their own and finish. We've seen great examples of both throughout this game. I know Jay Lucas is watching in sunny South Florida, smiling.
Another miss at the free throw line for the Tar Heels. Got to hit the free throws. You're going to beat this type of team. All right, Con Knipple brings it down. Gamba. Just terrible defense by the Tar Heels. Saw that coming a mile away. That's why I yelled his name. That's why I said his name. This is Powell. Powell stops in the lane, goes down to Lubin. Lubin creates some space. Layup is good. Look, I now that I know Lubin is a junior, I'm glad to see him getting, some playing time in these games like here, man. Just taking him this long to learn his position here, learn his role on the team. Look at the movement that Duke has. Screen set up top. Proctor. Turnover. Nice. I tell you what, Powell is an athlete too. 51-65, 7:41. Carolina still outscoring Duke in the second half, be it only by 7 points, 27-20 right now. But they've got such a long way to go with only 7 minutes and 41 seconds on the clock to try to get back into this game. 51-65. It's just tough. It's tough. Let's see. Let me try something here, guys. Well, one thing, let's go to the team stats and check that out. Hey, thank you all for being here. For those people who hit that like button, you're the real MVPs. Thank you guys for doing that. I appreciate it. All right, change this score right here, 51 to 65. All right, Carolina shooting 44.7% from the field now, a little bit better than the first half. 51% for the Duke Blue Devils. 3-point shooting, not good for Tar Heels, only 14%, 2 of 14. Duke is 5 of 20 for 25. Let's go down to the assists. Carolina now has 12 assists, 12 to 11. Turnovers, both teams with 11 turnovers. All right. Let's see. Just want to see if I can get to something from the first game before we get back. Duke. Okay, here's the first game. Yeah, first game. All right. So in the first game, Carolina. It looks eerily similar. In the first half, the score was 25 to 47. Duke, Carolina had 24 this time. I think Duke had 40. Was that 42? No. 24, 44, 40, 45. I think it was 45. So. One point more in the last game. Right now, and in the second half, Carolina outscored Duke by 5, 45 to 40. So again, didn't make any difference. Right now, things are, like I said, eerily the same. So far, we don't know what's going to happen here by the end of the second half. But Duke doing this again without Cooper Flag says a whole lot. I'm not trying to bring up bad subjects, but if Hubert gets bought out of his contract, what coach would you like to see Carolina? I was thinking about it. I'm not sure. You know how Carolina likes to keep it in-house. I was thinking Jerry Stackhouse. The kids will probably hate him to begin with. I don't know. I think he might be even. I don't know how to say it. Tougher than. Oh, good switch there to get Elliot Cadeau on Trimble. I mean on Knipple. Like Duke is always thinking, like, let's go. We're gonna do this and get a switch. Get Elliot Cadeau on Knipple, who is huge compared to Elliot Cadeau, and Elliot has 4 fouls now, so they get Elliot out of the game because he's doing a lot as far as starting up the offense of North Carolina. You know, getting the assists. So if you get him out of there, you're like, okay, it's going to be better for us. I don't know. I was thinking about Jerry Stackhouse. If they're going to try to keep it in, you know, and then, you know, he's got experience. He's going to be tough on those boys though. All right, James rattles out a free throw. Whoa. Nathan, my Duke team can definitely win without Coop, which everyone wanted to know if we could win without Coop. Dude, I ain't had no doubt because like somebody's got to pick up the slack, and that Knipple kid y'all got. Where the heck y'all find him? R.J. Davis gets it to Lubin. Lubin got to work on those hands, but he gathers it and scores. 54-66. Target. I don't think there is any coach in house. And Trimble. Get up, Trimble. I don't think there is coach in-house and knows the Carolina way that could do a good job. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, you know, Jerry Stackhouse, old school. Lubin. Move, somebody. Why y'all just standing there? Come on, baby. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, there's nobody on the baseline. Nobody cut to the baseline so he can have an outlet pass. Everybody's standing up top. Give the ball. You know, we have ISO all over the place. We have our big man. Once you throw him the ball, is ISO. Everybody goes and stand at the top and look. Come on, Lubin, hit your free throws, big man. Lubin with the free throw. Hey, Lubin, that's my guy right there now, guys. I'm telling you, that's my guy right there. The last several games, Lubin at the free throw line. Lubin cuts it to a 10-point lead. Carolina still outscoring Duke right now in the second half, 32-21. And look how Coach – see, this is just smart. Coach Shire, let's get this timeout, baby. Let's get this timeout. You see this run they got going here? We're going to stem that with this timeout. We're going to call this timeout, and guess what's going to happen? Duke's going to come out, run the play, score. If Duke doesn't score off this play right here, then Carolina is officially they officially have the momentum. They've got a momentum right now, but officially got it. All right, 56-66 with 6 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock. That is definitely plenty of time, but Carolina's got to continue to work their way back into it. A leading scorer did you know Lubin had 18 points, 18.7 rebounds. He may have another double-double today before it's all over. Drake Powell with 9 points. Elliot Cadeau has 10 points. He does have 4 fouls, however. R.J. Davis with 8. And Seth Trimble off the bench with 7. For Duke, Malawat, 13 points. Knipple with 15. Just feels like he has 20. Sion James with 12 points off the bench. Ngomba has 8. Malawat with 8 rebounds. Sketcher Kid, what's going on? Is there still a chance UNC? Well, you're telling me we got a chance. Hey, they're gonna have to keep working. They're gonna have to keep working at it. They got to keep fighting right here. They got to continue to play some defense and hope Duke cools off a little bit. Definitely can't give them threes. I'll tell you that. Seven likes. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. I appreciate it. So you're telling me that UNC has a chance to win. Yes or no? All right, so let me put a little comma right there. So you're telling me, I told you they would score right out the timeout. I told you. Elliott hesitated, but he hits it. That's 3 threes for Elliot Cadeau. What is going on here? Another score, this one by Ngomba. Elliot Cadeau. Nobody cutting. Move, guys, move. Offense, move. Good gracious, move. Never mind. Play your game. Trimble high off the glass. Rebound. Lubin with the finger roll. That is I tell you what, guys. Villain Lubin, that's my dude, bro. That's my dude. Villain Lubin talk junk to the rest of them. 4 minutes and 36 seconds on the clock, 61-70. This is Foster with the ball. Duke taking their time getting into their offense. Foster goes by with the left. It's stripped. It's going to stay Duke ball. 4:25 on the clock. It's a 9-point lead now. 4 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. Carolina outscoring Duke in the second half, 37-25. But the first half, guys, was all Duke, 45-24. Man, what a play. They could have got that. Short shot. Elliot Cadeau gets to the Trimble, layup at the other end, and a foul on the play. And Coach Schreier said, get back, guys. What are we doing? You got to hustle back. And the wine and cheese crowd up. The wine and cheese crowd are up. Trimble at the line. Can he hit the free throws? He only gets one. Splash. It is a 6-point lead now. Excuse me. Yeah, 6-point lead. And the old Tar Heel gang, they're up. Foster gets to Knipple. Knipple being guarded by Powell. Powell all over him. Ngamba hands it to Knipple. Knipple. Skip passes it. James with the drive. Gets that fake. It's blocked. Rebound. R.J. Davis. Move the ball. You don't have to force. There you go. Trimble with the step through. And he draws another foul, sending him to the line. He can knock it down to 4 points. 3 minutes and 41 seconds on the clock. We've got another timeout. We got 3 votes on the poll question. So you're telling me that UNC has a chance. So you're telling me we have a chance. All right, can we hit the free throws? While we got a chance, while we got a little stoppage in play again. Powell's gonna, excuse me, not Powell, but Trimble's gonna be on the line when we get back. Let's go to the free throw statistics, guys. Free throws. Carolina shooting 64.7. 11 of 17. Carolina has left 6 points out there. 6 free points out there. Like I always say, I have no empathy. I have no sympathy for missing free throws. I'm sorry, they're free throws. Even if I were to shoot 10 and I missed 8, I'm still gonna say there's no excuse that you got, especially at this level, high school, further you got it, high school, college, pro, you got to hit your free throws. They mean a whole lot. That's 6 points. Let's say if Carolina has hit half of the ones they missed, right? That's 3 points. That's 67 points right there, guys. All right, but Trimble's got to hit these. The assists are exactly the same, 13. Like, how many times have we seen R.J. Davis get stuck with? Well, I've seen it one time in the second half. Other than that, we've been was moving that ball, playing defense, getting some points off turnovers. Carolina has 17 points off turnovers. Duke has 15 points in the paint. Was being dominated by Duke. Now Carolina has stepped up. They're 2 points. It's 42 to 40. I was right to celebrate the lead Carolina had at the beginning. Lead of 2 points when we scored the first basket, because we hadn't led it since. But, that maybe they can come all the way back. And there's Ramsey. Let's see, guys. Can't even see. Oh, you can't see it. We're from what we're looking at now. My bad. I'm on the wrong. I'm showing all this, and we're on the wrong slide. Here we go.
The top of the head, on your head celebration has been used often. Look at the flip though here. North Carolina 40 points since halftime. They're going to get the foul line with a chance to make this a 5.
All right, 64-70 is the score.
Six of the assistant coaches or the coaching staff for North Carolina all went to North Carolina. All played for North Carolina. Some under Dean Smith, some under Roy Williams, but all of these guys played for the University of North Carolina. So you can only imagine what that conversation was like at halftime. The effort that they saw in the first half against their rival, I am absolutely certain that it was a heated discussion. And Roy Williams, who can only sit and watch now, also played at North Carolina. And probably one of the
All right, Trimble at the free throw line. He does hit the first. 3 minutes and 41 seconds in the clock. On the clock. 3:41 on the clock. This is the ACC semifinal round, guys. Third time Duke has met Carolina this season, and Trimble hits both free throws. All right, Proctor gets all the way to the elbow. The jumper is good. Proctor with a nice shot. Elliott Cadeau. A lot of standing around from Carolina. They set a screen now. Powell goes up. Elliott turns it down. No pass yet. 14 seconds on the clock, though. Elliott Cadeau to the basket. And that is why they're trying to get him out. That is a great term. He has been the catalyst. Duke. This is Proctor. Proctor gets to the same spot. Now James with the ball. James, he's too big. He's too strong. Kicks it. Oh. Evans steps to the side. The jumper is no good. And the ball is saved. Wow. Carolina gets a chance. Elliott Cadeau out by himself. That look ISO. Got to move the ball though, coach. Like, what are we waiting on? Okay, 68-72. Let's see. Powell goes to the basket. He is fouled. 152 on the clock. 68-72. Isaiah Evans with the foul. All right, Drake Powell to the line. Big shots here, freshman. Powell misses the free throw. Can't miss the free throws, baby. Can't miss the free throws. Gotta hit the free throws. You gotta hit them all, baby. You gotta hit them all. 1 minute, 52 seconds on the clock. Powell at the line. Powell hits the second. Dude. Man. Gotta hit the free throws. All right, here we go. Knipple. Finds Malawak. Malawak gets it to James. Big play, James to Malawak. Malawak. Knipple is on the line. It's out of bounds. It's a turnover. Ball goes to North Carolina. 1 minute, 31 seconds on the clock. Who are they going to go to? Who are they going to go to? Nathan, I didn't mean to put, oh, yes. Elliot Cadeau. Elliot. Davis. Got to keep moving the ball, Davis. Got to keep moving the ball. Coach is giving him the ISO now. Look, he pointed at him. You got the ISO. You got it. Davis. Powell, long three. Can't hit it. That would have been a big shot. All right, 50 seconds on the clock. It's under a minute. Tar Heels got to get a stop here. Coach Sire calls a timeout. He's going to make sure he gets a good shot right here. Hey, you see that ISO that was called? I mean, that was straight ISO. Yo, get that. Hey, give that ball to RJ. Give it to RJ. RJ tried to do. He wanted to do that step back. It wasn't there. Three-point shot would have tied it up. At this point, I'm like, I don't care. Just get points. Get points. It ain't got to be a three, if you ask me. All right, 5 people in the chat. We got 5 votes. Let's see what you guys are thinking. So you're telling me we got a chance. 80% say yes. 80% yes. Hey, thanks for the 8 likes, guys. I appreciate it. Hey, regardless to playing without Cooper Flag is still a close game here. I hope the selection committee looks at that too. Darth Gillis, what do you think now? I'm pretty sure you feel the same way, but what do you think now? Hey, Hubert knows that your timeouts from the first half don't carry over to the second half. So why not use them before you get 20? Yeah. Like, I feel you 100%, Tar Heel K. My Duke team can definitely, yeah. I feel you, Dark. I mean, there was plenty of times I would have called 2 timeouts. You know what I'm saying? On the first little bitty run, they go up 5, I'm calling a timeout. They go up again, I'm calling a timeout. All right, here we go. James hands that to Knipple. Knipple is their guy right now. Being guarded by Powell. Ball's knocked away. 6 seconds to shoot. Knipple gets to the basket. He misses it. A foul. Foul on Malawatch. We are in the bonus. We get to shoot free throws. Seth, get up, baby. Yep. While the clock is stopped. Lubin influenced that shot. All right, let's go, guys. We're quiet in the chat. What's going on? What's going on? Sketcher Kid. Is there still a chance? All right, here we go. We just got to hit the free throws. Hit one, baby. Hit one. The other one you might miss, but Lubin's going to tip that one out, and then R.J. Davis is going to hit a 3. Trimble rolls it over the front of the rim. Trimble's going to miss this one. Lubin's going to tip it out. Or he's going to get the rebound and put it back. But I think he's going to tip it out And then R.J. Davis is going to be wide open for the three. They might need to swing it to Elliot Cadeau. He's the only one that's hit a three. But R.J. Davis is due for one. Trimble on the line. He hits both. 32 seconds on the clock, just as good. 32 seconds on the clock is a 1-point game. Carolina has come all the way back. All the way back, guys. And with 32 seconds on the clock, Carolina has outscored Duke in the second half by 20 points, 47-27. Who could have thunk it? We've got 5 votes right now. Let's change this score. A awakening by Seth Trimble, who with about 8 minutes on the clock said to himself, this might be might be our last game this year. Let's go. Let's go. All right. He woke up. Lubin has been playing his tail off, guys. Then Adam Lubin, 20 points. Elliot Cadeau, 15. Even though Elliot Cadeau's 4 fouls, even though at the beginning of the game, Elliot looked like he was in his turnover mode. All right, hey, my bad. I got to take this back, guys. I got to take it back. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Elliot Cadeau has only been given 1 turnover. I think some of those passes that didn't get through, I was thinking those were turnovers. All right, so a foul to give.
It's a great play by Dre Powell. Because any foul now will be immediate free throws, but a 1-and-1 for the Blue Devils. Yep, and nothing coming off the clock. And no time coming off the clock. Officials are going to get together.
Okay, right. Duke not in the bonus. 32 seconds on the clock. 71-72. Duke in the lead. Duke number 1. Now without Cooper Flag, this is what I was saying, guys. And who knows? Duke might go up by 5 quick points before these 32 seconds are over. But cut him off. All right, James gets the ball. And they end up having to foul Proctor. 21.7 seconds on the clock. Right at 11 seconds. Came off the clock. More like 11.3 seconds. Yeah, the 3-point. Yeah. Proctor has not missed all night. Pressure burst pipe, and the pressure got to him. Lubin with the ball. Elliot Cadeau, get to the basket, baby. Oh. All right, with 17 seconds on the clock. And the shot clock is off. Carolina will take the last shot, I think. I'm pretty sure. Take the last shot, win or lose. I didn't mean to put. All right. Roy Williams and the whole UNC crew standing up. You think they'll go to Elliott Cadeau, or you think they'll give this to R.J. Davis? Give it to Elliott Cadeau. Run R.J. Davis to that side. If Elliott can't get to the basket, because all Carolina needs is a layup. If Elliott can't get to the basket, and he has to kick it. Then we got the jumper.
It's an absolute stunner to be here with 17.6 on the clock in a one-point game. Amazing. It absolutely is. And you would expect Hubert Davis to try to find a way to give R.J. Davis a look. Here, it doesn't have to be a three. You're only down.
Doesn't have to be a three.
You want to get R.J. Davis, the guy.
But let's take the last shot. Don't give Duke a chance.
An opportunity to give your team the lead.
All right, Carolina first got to get the ball inbounds. They get it into Elliott Cadeau. Carolina will take the last shot. Elliott Cadeau dribbles R.J. Davis. Don't force it to him. Lubin. Oh, can't hit it, but it's tipped in. Hang on. Hey, foul was called on Lubin. No, foul was called for Lubin. Malawach fouls out. I thought it was going to be I thought R.J. Davis tipped it at the last second. R.J. Davis with the tip, but Lubin is fouled. Hey guys, that's a tough play there by Lubin. Like, Lubin has stepped up. He's not Lubin is not back away from the big shot. All right, Carolina in the bonus. Malawach has fouled out. 4.1 seconds left. Lubin on the line. He's the leading scorer for the Tar Heels. If he hits one, it's a tie game, even if he misses the second. Lubin. The pressure got to him. Got to hit this one, though. Same thing, Lubin. Hey, even if Lubin misses this, I'm telling you guys, we've missed several free throws. We've missed several. We could be in the lead right now. Lubin. Oh, come on. Wait, Withers. Jalen Withers. Oh, my gosh. And he's in the lane. Withers. And that, guys, we almost forgave Withers. We forgave Withers for that shot he took last year at the end. At the last game, but that one right there, come on, bruh. Dang it. I got to take a break. Hey, look, even if you're trying to make the other team jump in the lane, why would you do that and 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 mess up your guy shooting at the line? Why would you do that?
Still looking. And does get it into Knipple. That's exactly where they want to have the ball.
2.8 seconds on the clock.
The foul line. 2.8 seconds left.
And I hate stuff like that when it happens because it just makes, Duke is already looked at as the school that's the brainiacs and so smart. You know what I'm saying? And so when you do something like that, it just makes Duke look like they're more intelligent. I hate that. I've always hated it about Duke. I've always hated about Duke. They just and listen. They do what they got to do. They do what they need to do. Henderson. They do what they need to do to win, so you can't take that away from them. But I just hate watching Duke be the smarter team. Like, why would you even do that when when it's a big shot? You want your guy to score, so why would you even fake like that right before he gets ready to shoot? You know what I'm saying? This is not crazy. This is not smart. This is just not a good thing anyway. Knipple at the line. Knipple hits the first.
73-71.
Dang, with.
Sire is going to put Patrick Dumba on the ball on a made free throw to try to disrupt. He makes a ball.
Got to be a 3-point play.
Try to disrupt any good look.
3.2. Trimble catches it. 2.5. Carolina's got to hit a 3-pointer. Good gracious. This is like a nightmare, right? Like hey, look, I've been through some nightmares in the last couple of years too. Like, things have happened, and it's like, I cannot believe this is happening. Like, how is this happening? But right there, like, oh, it's not even funny, but dang, like it makes you think, like, dude, are you getting paid to do that? Why would you do that? Why would you move suddenly while your teammate is at the free throw line with a chance to tie up the game? Why would you even do that? Even if you're thinking maybe somebody from Duke will step in in the paint, why would you even do that? Like, all right, I might be reading too much into it, but dang. E Money, what's up? Sucks being sorry. I didn't mean. That is why Hubert sits withers when playing Duke. He's trash. Dude, he just does some things, man. It's some players that just right here sometimes I don't get it. Like Rashad McCants would do silly, like, just crazy things, when he played. All right, here we go. We got a timeout. Lubin. No good. What can you say, guys?
I wouldn't have thought an hour ago that this thing would come down
71-74. Duke wins. That is a great shot there to have Ramsey right there with his hands in his with his hands over his face. Like, right, you work so hard to get all the way to this point, and then something like that happens.
Davis not going to allow him to get a look. The time is game up. Great job defensively by the Blue Devils to not give a good opportunity. And Duke will
Yeah, well, no matter what kind of play Coach was going to draw up, the last person they was going to let have the ball in their hands would have been R.J. Davis for that last shot.
Well, it was a miraculous comeback by North Carolina, trailing by as many as 24 points in the game.
And nobody better not say a word to Lubin. They better not say a word to Lubin. As negative, don't say a word to Lubin. Lubin is one of the reasons were still in the game. Lubin, Seth Trimble, like I said, in losing a game, it never comes. It does come down to the end, and a person who just watches basketball and doesn't really play it or study it. All they're gonna say is, if Lubin had to hit that 3-point shot, which he doesn't shoot threes, we would have won the game. Some of them are also going to say, "Oh yeah, good game, Nathan. Good game, Nathan." They're also going to say, if Lubin had to hit those free throws, they would have won the game. Oh, they would have had a good chance. All right, it still was 4 seconds left, so the game wouldn't have been over after Lubin took had a chance to shoot those free throws. He did hit the second one, but you gotta think about it. Lubin was the leading scorer with 20 points. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Lubin might have had another double-double, had another 11 rebounds. So let's go ahead and start with the box scores. And first of all, before you all get out of here, hey, hit the like button. And a second thing, thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate it. And especially for those people who hit the like button, I appreciate that also. Okay, Vinan Lubin, 20 points. He had 10 rebounds, another double-double. He was 4 or 5 from the free throw line. He just missed one. It was a big one, but he still could have tied up, and in fact did tie it up. But we get a play that shouldn't have happened. Like, you do not jump. And what is the word I'm looking for? I cannot think of a word, but you don't want to move on the free throw line when your guy is trying to shoot. You don't want to clap. You don't want to do any crazy thing. Like, what was that? What's that all about? And why? Right? If he hits the shot, even if you move, if he hits the shot, even if Duke steps into the lane, right? If you hit the shot, it doesn't matter, right? Like, it's not like you hit the shot and then you get the ball back because somebody stepped in the lane early, right? You get the ball back if they miss it. So I don't know what Withers was thinking about there.
They showed that they got a lot of heart and that they should be in the tournament, I think. Huge heart, obviously a heartbreaking situation. That's just a mental mistake. But one of the
Yeah, there you go. Mental mistake. Distract. That's the term I'm trying to look at. That's the term I'm trying to come up with. Like, when your teammate is on the line, you don't want to do anything to distract him from the shot. So why would you move like that right as Lubin is getting ready to take the shot? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would I move suddenly so my teammate can see movement going over there just to distract him just that fraction of a second? I don't get it. And I'm sure he wasn't doing it to make Lubin miss it. I guess he was doing it to make the Duke players step in the lane. Dukes, they're not going to move. They're smarter than that. All right. And there you go, Joel Berry. Yeah, you better not say nothing to Lubin. I will come down to Charlotte and meet you, and follow you guys all the way to Chapel Hill to back up my guy. Lubin is my guy right now. Villain Lubin with 20 points, 10 rebounds again. Jalen Withers, 2 points. And another mental mistake. Another mental mistake. I just don't get it. I don't know the mental mistake, and then with the jumper last year, you know. Hey, Withers, thank you for your service here at UNC. You know, I hate that could possibly be the last thing you remember. Drake Powell, 10 points.
Jalen Withers just live to see another day. You know, if the ball comes out, that's when you make a play and try to foul, do what you need to do. But sit there in the moment and let your team be able to come out and be able to knock down that free throw.
Yeah.
It's a mental mistake. You can't blame the kid. Obviously, he didn't want to do that.
Yeah, I'm listening to Joe Barry. All right, 15 points by Elliot Cadeau. Big time there in the second half. End up with 5 assists, only 1 turnover. RJ Davis, 8 points. RJ, people like RJ Davis, if you're the main scorer, they're gonna shut you down. You just take what they give you and you help out everywhere else with the assist, all that stuff. All right, Jalen Washington, 2 points. Ian Jackson did not score. Seth Trimble had 14, big time in the second half. He had 4 rebounds, 3 steals. Big time there. Duke, Malawak, 13 points, 9 rebounds. Evans, only 2 points. Con Knipple, 17 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Proctor, 11 points. Sion James, 12 points. Off the bench, Ngamba, 12 points. Gillis only had 1, and Caleb Foster with 6. Yeah, guys, just think about. All right, let me finish this, and then I'll give you my synopsis, my little summary, and then I'll be out of here. With that said, North Carolina outscores Duke in the second half, 47-29. What was that, 18 points? 18 points. Man. 47 points and a half. All right, but anyway, now let's go to the team stats. Once again, thank you all for stopping by, for hanging out. Also, thank you for those people who hit that like button. Like, that's big time. Thank you guys for doing that. And here in a minute, after I finish this, we'll get back to the comments. All right, field goal percentage. Duke ended up with 49. Carolina with 47. A big improvement there from the first half. 3-point shooting. Carolina only hit 3 of 17. 17% from behind the arc. Duke not too much better. 5 of 22. For 22%. Free throw shooting, Carolina 66%. That hurt. Carolina 16 of 24. 16 of 24. That's 8 points out there. Duke 15 of 22. Not too much better. Rebound, Carolina 34-31. Duke. Assist, both teams had 13. Both teams had 8 steals. 4 blocks for Carolina, 3 for Duke. 12 turnovers for Carolina, 13 for Duke. Fast break points, Carolina had 11. Duke, 7. Both teams scored 17 points off each other's turnovers. Points in the paint, 44-40 Carolina. Largest lead by Duke was 24 points. Carolina came all the way back, cut this thing to 1, and really cut it to 2, and then just like everybody's saying, it was a mental mistake by Withers to fake a jab, step in, and he stepped in the lane. Again, why would you do that? And take a chance to distract your teammate from hitting a tie, the tying free throw. I don't know. Then that wipes the free throw off the board. The other thing I think a lot of people forgot about or didn't see on the shot that Lubin took and missed. Tough shot, like to me that's just confidence out of I don't know where. And then it was actually tipped in by RJ Davis, but it was a foul call first. All right. Very nice game there. I don't know if that, like I said, I don't know if that game gets you in. I don't know if that team gets Carolina into the tournament. UNC remains one of Joe Lunardi's last 4 in. So we don't know. We just don't know. Carolina might get in. Carolina, it's still a possibility. Carolina could get in. This is what I've said, and I've been saying it. I'm gonna stick to it. Who knows? But I said Carolina had to get to this game to even have a chance. They had to get to the Duke game. All right. I thought if Carolina gets to this game and plays against Duke and does well, we got a good shot to get in the NCAA tournament. Duke is number 1. You got a good look. No, without Cooper Flag or whatever, if Cooper Flag doesn't play, Duke's still number 1. They're still going to, be in the first seed. So regardless, it is still number 1. With what Carolina has done the last several games and playing Duke as well as they have, it could still get them in. I thought, okay. Somebody was in here yesterday and said, you think about all the teams that are going to have a chance to get in there, and you look at Carolina's record, you look at what Carolina's doing and teams they're playing or have played here in this stretch. Are all those teams better than North Carolina? You know what I'm saying? So with that type of thinking, Carolina could possibly get in. Plus it's appreciate it, Darius Walker. Appreciate you for subscribing to the channel. It's still a chance that Carolina could get in. And like I said, because Carolina is Carolina. Carolina is Carolina. Yeah, that has part to do with it. That has a lot to do with it. Some people might not like it, but Carolina is Carolina. So that has something to do with it. But like I said, the last few plays there, you got to look at those two, but you also got to look at what Carolina did or didn't do at the beginning of the game. Like I'm talking Carolina players, Carolina coaching, all of that. Like why did our offense look so different in the second half compared to the first half? Why were we not doing the things we did in the second half in the first half? You know what I'm saying? I saw the ball stick one time with RJ Davis once in the second half. How come we didn't make in-game adjustments in the first half? Like Tar Heel K says, why did we not call a timeout? 2 timeouts in that, what was that last, 7 minutes, 6 minutes at the end of the first half, where Duke just simply went off and Carolina just looked all out of sorts. Where were the timeouts? Why did we, you know what I'm saying? That's part of coaching. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying that's something that could have happened, should have happened, and didn't happen. But that's something you got to do. That's something you have to do as a good team to win. You got to look at, hey, these guys are on a run. Let's call this timeout. All right, you go back out there. They score another quick 5 points. I'm going to get another timeout. Like, I'm gonna use these timeouts to try to stem these, these runs. You got to. That's the only thing you can do. Your team is the shuttle. Your team looks like they're giving up. You got to get them over there and say, hey, no, we're not giving up. This is what we're going to do. All right. But anyway, with that, okay. Then you get the turnovers, right? The turnovers. This is a great example of, like I say, when you turn the ball over, you do not get a chance to attempt a shot at your basket. Look at the attempts that we didn't get a chance to shoot or didn't get a chance to take because we turned the ball over. I mean, simple turnovers, guys. Just bad passes. Just, unforced is what I call them. So, not only that, you give the number one team in the nation extra chances to score, because when you make a bad pass, especially at the top, you turn the ball over. You give the other team a chance to score, an extra chance to score. And like I said, that move by Withers right there, to me, I hate it, and I especially hate when we're playing team like Duke, because Duke, listen, any team Duke plays, except maybe Stanford or something like that, any team Duke plays, it's like they're coming on the court with the attitude like we are intellectually better than you are. We are smarter than you, and that's another reason why we win games. That's why you can't beat us, because we're smarter than you. We don't do things to hurt our team. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I hate playing it. I hate playing a team that that makes my team or makes our team look like we are incompetent. I hate it. I hate the look. You know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of athletes over here. You're playing a team that looks like you should take advantage of, but you can't because they just do the right thing. They play the basketball. They play the sport the right way. They just outsmart you. Hate that. Hate it. But it is what it is. All right, so Carolina, even though Lubin did step in the lane, whatever, I mean, not Lubin, but Withers, you can think of other things that should have been done or could have been done that would have changed the outlook of this game, right? It did come down right to the end, and you can't make mistakes down there. But you look at the 8 free throws we missed throughout the game. You look at I think it was 11 turnovers, something like that. And for us, unforced turnovers. Those are attempts we don't get at our basket, attempts we needed, attempts that we gave Duke. Those are extra attempts that Duke had to score at their basket. Now they gave it right back to us, but if you're going to beat number one, you can't turn the ball over like that. You can't give that team extra chances. How about the lack of boxing out on long shots? Like, I know people look at it and say, "Oh, well, we didn't box out and they got the rebound." So what? It's a long game. Yeah, but every little thing counts. That's the difference between a great team and just a good team. I'm telling you, if you can ever coach a kid to understand that and not just go out there, "Oh, I'm going to shoot this ball. Oh, I missed it. That's all right. I'm going to come down and shoot another one. I missed 5 free throws. That's all right. I'll get back and I'll get it back on offense." No. Take every single thing, make every single thing important. Take every single play and focus on that play. You go to the free throw line, I got to hit these free throws, right? And so that's why I practice so hard on my free throws. When I'm running the offense, listen, I've had a bad game. I've turned the ball over. I'm not going to turn the ball over this. I'm not going to stare a guy down and throw a pass and expect the defense to just let me get there. I'm not throwing a bad pass. I'm going to focus on not turning the ball over. So All right. So with that said, guys, hey, thank you for listening to me rant. Let's get to the last comment. Go over that before we get out of here. And while we're doing that, I'm going to set up the box score so everybody can get a look at that. All right, there we go. Let's see, Nathan, let's go. Yeah. All right, Tar Heels, just think about all the free throws we missed as a team. Yep. I probably was ranting while you guys were, Tar Heel K, while you guys were writing down everything I was probably saying. Yeah, but at least McCansis had major skills. McCants, yeah, I got you. Yeah, he did. Not taking anything away from McCants. He was a dog out there. He would just do some some things that would I'll be like, what are you thinking, guy? Hey, do you ever go to YouTube and look at Gil's Arena and listen to McCants talk? Darth Gillis, mad free throws missed, inexcusable. Yep. T Cubler, situational awareness, a good description there. Tar Heel K, that was like Chris Webber in '93 championship game, calling the timeout. We had got trapped when he got trapped in the corner. Yep. Something you're gonna remember the rest of your life. Nathan, coach, did Joe Barry play back? Yeah, Joe Barry was Joe Barry. Now you talking about Carolina? We talking about Carolina not having dogs. To me, Joe Barry was a dog. Joe Barry was a point guard, like a point guard. Now, he didn't score as many points as R.J. Davis, but Joe Barry was a tough, hard-nosed point guard that could play defense. And I was upset. I felt not sorry for him, but I just felt bad for him that he didn't find a home in the NBA. I think he was on a couple of G League teams. He ended up going overseas. And then, he just, decided to retire and do what he's doing now. Joe Barry, yeah, go look him up. Joe Barry was a good point guard. Like, I don't know why. I don't know, like, if he didn't test well in the, in tryouts for teams or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know if they were looking, at one time in the NBA. And still now they want big, tall guards and stuff. So I don't know if that was it. But yeah, Joe Barry was a beast, if you ask me. He was a dog at point guard and played defense, smart. Yeah, I just say that he and I think he tried to live his dream maybe 4 or 5 years. He didn't stay long, 4 or 5 years, and then he was like, dude, let me just, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be a sports announcer. Yeah, Nathan, he played. Brandon, what's going on? Brandon laughing at us. Tar Heel, okay. Nathan, Joe Barry was a starting guard in North Carolina 2017 national championship team. Yep. Well, maybe Hubert will accept an NIT bid this year. Yeah, sometimes they Carolina doesn't accept it. But I don't know. Maybe. But I definitely watch it. Definitely do some streams on it. Those are my guys. You know what I'm saying? If they don't want to stop playing. I wonder if Davis is the only one that has input to saying, yeah, we want to play. I wonder if there's powers over him that make that decision. Nah, we're not playing in NIT. But I don't think all hope is gone for Carolina. Because like I said, I said Carolina gets to this game. Number one, we got to get to this game to even have a chance to get in the NCAA. I said if Carolina played well in this game, that whether we win or lose, I think if we played well in this game, even if we lost, we get a bid. Now What are they thinking? Since we had such a horrible game in the first half, are they like, we ain't even nah, they don't deserve it? Or are they going to say, since Carolina did come back, they did come back. We made some crazy, well, there's one crazy mistake, mental mistake. I hope that doesn't have sway the judges, or the selection committee, but we did come back, and basically all the way back. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? Tar Heel K it's still. I think it's still a chance. Just can't move while shooting the free throw. Yeah, like Robert, like I said, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why would you move to even this? Even if you're thinking I'm gonna try to get the Duke guys to step in the lane, why would you do that, knowing that you could? What's the word? Distract your own teammate from shooting a free throw. That'll be like yelling right after he finishes dribbling and getting ready to move into a shot. That'll be like yelling, that's like clapping your hands. Why would you jump? Like what? What are you doing? It's like he was trying. I know exactly what he was doing, but why would you do that? Why? How come your mind doesn't think, look, if I move, he might miss it? I don't get it, bro. Yeah, you just all you can do is just hope he makes it when that ball leaves his hand. Like maybe do a spin move around the outside instead of getting in the lane. See if you can get the rebound if he misses it. But Lubin only missed that one shot. He actually made that one, but dude, like you can't jump. We aren't in. I promise. We weren't in. I promise. Unfortunately. Oh yeah. I know we're not in. So Tar Heel, okay, you think that's it? We're just not gonna get in. I still got hope. Brandon, 1-12 in quad wins. Yeah, we got you. Amanda, what's going on? You're probably gone by now, but hey, Amanda, I'm just seeing your text. Josh, facts. Y'all won by 3. Tar Heel K, please give Coach Gary a like for tonight's broadcast. I appreciate that, Tar Heel K. Robert Summers, Coach, we are not making it in on Sunday, unfortunately. Yeah, guys, I'm just trying to be, I can't even think of that word. Trying to be optimistic. Mike, what's going on? Stramaglio. GG. Good game, UNC. You guys almost got us. Hey, appreciate it, Mike. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah. He says, wow, crazy things about former players in NBA. Yeah. McCants don't care. McCants does not care. All right, guys. Number 1, for everybody who stopped by, I appreciate it. Let's go check, see how many likes we got. That's just one thing I like to do, guys. I know it's not a big deal, some of you. But yeah, I like to do that. And look at all those double figures for Duke. Still only 71 points. Like that, I mean, Carolina played some defense in the second half. They really did play some defense in the second half. Just that little run in the first half, and we didn't adjust. All right. 10 likes. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And we got 20 votes. 20 votes for the poll question. And 60% ended up saying yes, Carolina had a chance. Just didn't finish. All right, so we'll see who ends up playing tomorrow. At 8:30 is going to be Duke, and I don't know, maybe another Duke and Clemson game. So with that said, guys, getting ready to get out of here. Once again, thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for 363 views tonight. That's big time. That's a lot more than we've been getting. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. And we'll let it roll for about 5 to 10 more minutes. So people who want to see the box scores. And I will possibly see you guys tomorrow. All right. Don't know if I can even stand to watch Duke play tomorrow. But I probably will. All right, guys. I'll check you guys out next time. I'm Coach Gary. Peace.